One bad date turns a shy bookworm into a flesh-eating monster, hunted by society and his own hunger. This is Ken Kaneki's story, and it asks a brutal question. Who is the real monster? Released in 2014 from Studio Pierrot, Tokyo Ghoul is a 12-episode horror drama adapting Sui Ishida's manga. Directed by Shuhei Morita, it introduces ghouls who look human but must eat them. Our protagonist, Ken Kaneki, is thrown into this world after an attack leaves him a half-ghoul. He's trapped between worlds, belonging to neither, and this impossible situation is the engine for the tragedy that unfolds. It's a brutal, gripping premise from the start. The show's core is Kaneki's psychological collapse. He desperately clings to his humanity, horrified by his new cravings. His single ghoul eye, the Kakugan, is a constant reminder of his fractured self. He can't eat normal food, yet the hunger for flesh is a gnawing torment. This isn't a power fantasy. It's a body horror nightmare where your own body has become your worst enemy. His suffering feels incredibly real and compelling. Kaneki finds a fragile sanctuary at Anteiku, a coffee shop run by ghouls trying to live peacefully. This is where the show gets morally complex. They're a community with families, not just monsters. Characters like Yoshimura and Tuka show Kaneki that being a ghoul doesn't automatically make you evil. Anteiku becomes a crucial gray area in a world that only sees black and white, forcing us to question prejudices about who deserves to live. On the other side are the ghoul investigators, or doves. The series avoids making them simple heroes. Kureo Mato is a chillingly sadistic hunter, while his partner Kuduru Ammon wrestles with his sense of justice. They see ghouls as a plague to be eradicated, and from their viewpoint, they're right. This moral ambiguity elevates the story beyond a simple Monster of the Week show, making the conflict feel tragic for both sides involved in it. The aesthetic is impeccable, brilliantly contrasting quiet, melancholic moments with visceral, bloody battles. The horror isn't just jump scares. It's psychological, amplified by fantastic sound design. And of course, the opening theme, Unravel, is legendary for a reason. It perfectly encapsulates the show's blend of beauty, fragility, and raw, screaming pain. The atmosphere is half the experience, and it is absolutely haunting. Tuka is so much more than the tough girl archetype. She's a powder keg of rage and grief, trying to live a normal life while hiding her ghoul nature. Her anger comes from deep pain, having seen her family destroyed by investigators. Unlike the newly suffering Kaneki, Tuka has lived with this her whole life. Her aggressive exterior is a shield for her vulnerability and her desperate wish for a peaceful existence she can't have. Now, we have to talk about censorship. The TV broadcast's heavy shadows and inverted colors ruined the impact of key scenes. I strongly recommend the uncensored version. The violence in Tokyo Ghoul isn't gratuitous. It's meant to be horrifying and tragic, underscoring the brutal reality of this world. Hiding It nighters the story's emotional weight and turns shocking moments into a confusing mess. It was a major misstep for the broadcast version. The final arc is where everything shatters. Kaneki is kidnapped and subjected to unimaginable torture by the sadist Jason. This isn't just physical pain. It's a systematic deconstruction of his mind and his entire philosophy. The scenes in that white room are genuinely difficult to watch, a relentless assault on his gentle soul. This is the crucible that forges a completely different Kaneki. It's the show's darkest, most defining, and most powerful moment by far. And then he breaks. The 1000-7 sequence is a masterpiece of psychological horror as he confronts the ghoul inside him. He finally accepts his new nature, not as a curse, but as a tool for survival. His hair turns white. His personality shifts from victim to predator. It's a chilling transformation. When he breaks free and overpowers Jason, it's not a triumphant hero moment. It is the tragic birth of a monster. So is Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 worth watching? Absolutely. It's a dark, compelling tragedy about identity and prejudice. The pacing is a bit rushed, and the sequels are famously divisive. But if you view this first season as a self-contained story, a prologue to a downfall, it remains one of the most impactful horror anime of the last decade. It's a flawed masterpiece that will absolutely stick with you long after the credits roll on episode 12. Thanks for watching my review on Top Screen Tales. If you enjoyed it, please like and comment with your thoughts. What film, anime, or series should I cover next? Let me know down below.